Of course, the first thing is, go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are.
So I'm Riley, aka Riles, and I am on shows and I just love being around my people. So yeah.
And how do you represent yourself, of course, like in television?
So in television, honestly, I think it's kind of hard. Like you don't want to do the wrong thing and you want to do the right thing, but there are like barriers to that. So it's a little bit hard knowing what will be right. So I try to represent myself as, a girl who's growing and moving as I want to be, but sometimes you don't get that same respect with production and everything.
And mm, would you maybe want to speak a little bit more on like production, how you kind of like, just like navigate through that?
Yeah, so I feel like you can't really navigate it. Like, it's something that you just have to trust the process. And sometimes you can't really trust, you just gotta believe. But I hope for the best outcome and I try to represent myself well, but there's a lot of pressure in what comes out of that.
And we're currently in times where, of course, like voices, are being, like, of course, like taken, like how expression is just very limited. And so I wanted to ask, how should Black personalities like yourself, amplify their voices more?
Well, I think speaking out, being honest, and I also think there's a lot of pressure that's put on us. And it's like sometimes I just want to be young and try to learn a lot. And it's hard when you have all the cameras on you because everyone has their opinions and judgments and everything. And it's like at the end of the day, you have to take your time to learn yourself before others can learn you. So,
Yeah, that makes sense. And like, I kind of wanted to ask, do you feel like, especially like with like Black personalities, do they have to like, put on maybe like a role, in front of the cameras, not to be perceived in like some type of way?
yes, I do fully believe that. I think